Hello and welcome everyone to Universal Studios. I'm an official new annual pass holder here, and I wanted to come out with Halloween Horror Nights only a couple of weeks away, and now that they've released all of the names of the haunted houses that they're going to be having this year, just kind of wanted to come out, get a kind of lay of the land, see the park for the first time, and maybe check out some of the things that they've got set up so far for Halloween Horror Nights, because we'll be back here in just a little bit to go do that, and I kind of want to know my way around before the opening night. So come with us and let's take a look at Universal Studios. The last time I was at Universal was in 2012, so it's been a full 10 years since I've been here, and while I'm sure a lot of the stuff is the same, I'm sure that there's a lot of new stuff also, and I don't, not having been here in so long, I'm not exactly sure where or how they set up for Halloween Horror Nights, so it's going to be a little bit of a scavenger hunt today. I'm sure I can find a map online or something like that of where the attractions and the scare zones are, but I'm just going to kind of enjoy walking around and just kind of taking in the park a little bit. And I've actually just come up on something right here. This is right out in front of the Fast and the Furious ride. They've got a stage up here. Not sure quite what this is. It looks probably just like a food stand or something like that for the Halloween Horror Nights. But it's big. It's very big. Here's another building that's been set up, which I'm sure is just another food booth, food service area. And then here are a couple more buildings that are just opposite from one another, right outside the SpongeBob store. These look like they could be part of like a scare zone, or maybe these are just drinks and food as well. Not sure. I'm sure somebody else with some better knowledge of the event will know. But I'm just speculating. This right here is the scare zone that everybody online has been talking about. The speculation is that people might swing from like one side to the other. I see some speakers up there. They've got everything wrapped now. When I saw it last time, or just online, it wasn't wrapped, it didn't look like, and maybe only one side was set up. So kind of a cool piece here. It's pretty big and should be a really good scare zone. I don't know how it's so hot out here right now. My phone says it's 88 degrees, but it must be like 150,000 degree percent humidity. I'm soaked and it's like 10:30 in the morning. It's so hot. And now we're getting into some real heavy theming for Halloween Horror Nights. We've got this Kettlewood Cemetery area here that lines all the way down this street. It looks really cool. There's 5 or 6 different areas where it looks like scare actors could come out and give you a good scare. I'm sure this area will be full of like fog and lights and everything else, but it's a really long stretch of all these crypts. I really like how there are like these little offerings or things that have been left behind, flowers, necklaces, some change. Really adds to the atmosphere. So I ended up looking up a map online of like the previous year's haunted houses and scare zones, and coming down the main entrance right through the gate, it looks like there's a lot of haunted house areas on either side, but I don't see a lot of facades or like entrances to them. Actually, there might be one over here on the other side of this roller coaster, but I would have thought with only 2 weeks before opening that I would have seen more obvious signs of like entrances. But now that I kind of see one over here, maybe I'll keep my eye out for things like this. Yes, so this area here, it has the gate and then it's got the scaffolding behind it. That is probably a pretty clear indicator of a haunted house entrance that I would imagine is used in that building back there, or that's set up in that building back there. So we'll keep an eye out for more stuff like that. So there's a guy over there introducing Marilyn Monroe right now, and just around the corner she's actually walking out. So we'll say hi to her. Good morning. How are you?
Listen, last time choreography too. Instead of yes, looks like everyone else is in place. Action!
Looks like they might have some invite only to the Revenge of the Mummy. There's a sign out that says private event, and there's a whole group of people here waiting. So it definitely looks like either employees or maybe pass holders or some other kind of event. And there's another stand there for Halloween Horror Nights. This is the exit for the Revenge of the Mummy ride, and it looks like they've got it all painted and ready to go. This radio's on here. They've got a bunch of things here on the table about artifacts that have been collected that they have in some of these display cases over here. I really want to know when Revenge of the Mummy is going to open up, because I've heard that it's really, really good. I've actually never ridden it, and it's been down for a long time, so it's good to see people out there that are quite clearly waiting to be able to ride the ride through whatever means of invite they got. Definitely, if they're doing some testing, that means that it's ready to open up soon, for sure. Well, I guess the Summer Tribute Store is closed. It looks like it closed last week, so I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get out here to see that. But we'll take another lap around and see if we can spot anything else for Halloween Horror Nights, and then maybe grab lunch and head over to Islands of Adventure just to kind of take a lap or two around that park, since we haven't been there in a long time either. These little stands over here definitely look like theming for Halloween Horror Nights. These like columns over here with the ivy, they might not be. They might be here all the time. I don't know. But just based on kind of the runes there, and then just like the overall look of them, my hunch is that they're probably for Halloween Horror Nights. And again, I'm pretty useless right now at Universal, because it's my first time back in like I said, 10 years. So we're all gonna be figuring this out together. I think what I'm going to do now is go over to Diagon Alley and just give that a lap, kind of check that place out, and then probably take the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure. It is packed in here. Everybody stops right here to see the dragon. And of course, when in Diagon Alley, you have to get a butterbeer. The line for Escape from Gringotts is 55 minutes, but there's a single rider line, so I'm gonna go dump my stuff in a locker, get on the single rider line, and see how long it takes. I'll keep you posted. That was a bit of a bummer. We waited in line for about 15 minutes, and then they closed the ride down. I guess it was having some technical difficulties. So they cleared the line out, but that's okay. We're not going to let it stop us. Still get on the Hogwarts Express and go over to Islands of Adventure and do a couple laps over there. Well, we made it to Hogsmeade. I think the first order of business is to find something to eat. I'm hungry, so let's see if there's something here, and if not, we'll venture out into the rest of the park and try to find something. The castle looks so cool. It looks, or I guess the school, it looks huge. walking by Velocicoaster, and the standby line says 40 minutes. There's a single rider queue also, so maybe I'll try to do that. I can't walk by here and not at least try to do it, especially because we didn't get on the Escape from Gringotts a little bit ago, so let's keep our fingers crossed that we can make this one. Velocicoaster was incredible. The standby line said it was about 40 minutes. Single rider was probably about the same. They went down for maintenance for about 15 minutes, and then they started saying that there was inclement weather in the area, so they might have to shut it down. So I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to get on it, but I did, and it was fantastic. Would definitely wait that long for it again and again and again. Really good. So now let's go see if we can find some lunch somewhere. I don't know why they'd be saying there's inclement weather. The skies are blue, blue, blue. It's a little bit cloudy, but I don't see anything that indicates lightning or anything like that. These flumes come absolutely screaming out of this ride right here. Look at that. That's crazy. So I was gonna go over to the Fire Eaters Grill and get one of the hero sandwiches there, but because I have no idea where anything is here, I had made it all the way back up to the port of entry and then looked at the map and realized that it's on the other side of the park. So I just came up to the Croissant Moon to get a hot turkey sandwich, and it looks really good. I definitely don't regret this, by the looks of it at least. So we'll give the other place a shot next time, but I am melting and I'm hungry, and I think after this we're gonna call it a day and head back out. So I didn't want to go all the way back to the other side of the park to get a sandwich when they had some really good looking stuff up here. So let's give this sandwich a try. Yeah, that's really good. It's that focaccia is toasted. It's got the turkey, bacon, the cheese on there is nice and melty. Really good sandwich. Well, for as good as the sandwich is, the potato salad is a little bit of a letdown. It could really use some seasoning, salt, pepper, maybe some tarragon or something, but this is, it just tastes like potatoes and like a little bit of mayonnaise or maybe ranch or something like that, but it's pretty plain. Well, as we leave Islands of Adventure here, I think that was a successful kind of first day back. We got our annual pass, we picked that up, and then went over to Universal Studios to see if we could see any of the Halloween Horror Nights setups or anything. You know, but it was just kind of a day of getting our feet under us here at the Universal Parks, and I know we'll be back quite a bit in the near future. So for now, my name is Travis. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.